What are you bringing, Dan, to this fifth season of Community? What emotionally? What
I'm gonna watch the fourth season first, but I mean, and everyone keeps saying, you know what you got to do, and I know you can finish this along with me. You should have Abed come out of the box that you put him in, which I did. I kind of was thinking that at the end of season 3. I was like, I got a feeling this shit's gonna hit the fan. Let's put the weird guy in the box and have a bright light flash so that just in case. Just in the weirdest case, like scenario where if I don't come back, and then in an even weirder case, a much weirder case, I come back for a 5th season. Then you could just have him come out of the box and then go lame, and then just get started with a 4th season of Community. But you already all thought of that. I've seen you online saying that, and it sounds to me, and I can say this now because I haven't seen the 4th season, so I'm just saying from reading the reviews, which was very healthy of me, that if there was a complaint among fans, and this is kind of ironic and something to learn a lesson from, I don't know what, that there was the word fan fiction keeps coming up, like a kind of there was what Gina Davis and The Fly would call a synthetic kind of going through the motions sort of this is what Community is, so here it is for you served up on a platter, and you know that I think that in a world where everybody says that and everybody says you should pretend 4th season was a dream, and then if I did that, then we're just continuing the cycle of abuse, aren't we? So the 5th season needs to definitely be a kind of emotional, spiritual reboot, you know, right? It needs to get back to some kind of basics. I'm gonna bring the monkey back, I imagine, and probably three more monkeys. That's the short answer. Just more monkeys, as I've pointed out, and I'm gonna have a doctor with a face in his hands, the back of his hands.
I want to see that talking mop come on the show.
I could carve myself out a little part, couldn't I? I mean, they can't fire me for anything now, so I could just be like, well, here's Uncle Bill, like.
Or could you be like that, like the Phantom of the Opera, like
each episode begins with me like up in an attic going, oh boy, I've been up here for a while. Old Annie's had a lot of adventures, and just like ruin it, just crash it into the ocean, just like chum the water, and
or do like an Andy Rooney, like just to camera ending every time, just like you look to camera and say what you learned.
Oh, I could be like Rod Serling and come out and
yeah.
at the beginning and end of every episode, just go like, wow, this looks like it's going to be a good one. Looks like they're doing another bottle episode. Must have broke the bank on the one before it. It all comes out in the wash here at the Harmontown.
That was pretty badass in Twilight Zone for the creator of the show just to enter the cockpit of the plane.
Smoking!
Yeah. The guys are flying a plane, there's dinosaurs outside, and Rod Serling just enters through the side of the plane and goes, holy shit. Not only did I just walk in through the side of a moving plane,
but I wrote this.
I wrote this. And I'm here to tell you, if you're not here when the commercial's over, you're going to blow my fucking mind, because there's dinosaurs outside this plane.
Rod Serling was super badass, by the way. Very angry, very like outraged about the blacklisting and stuff. Like, he fucking ground heavy duty Paul Bunyan-sized axes. He was a creative guy that wanted the audience to be happy and knew that like McCarthyism was bullshit and that the government could suck his smoking dick. And he just came out there and just thinly veiled a million metaphors for it. Considered for your approval. This lady thinks she's awesome because she's rich, but she just got hit by a fucking car in the Twilight Zone. Pea suit. He was mad. You know, he went home and gave it to his wife hard. So much harder than me.
Oh yeah.
I can't. If Sony says something on a conference call and I'm just like, I'm sorry, Aaron, I can't. I can't.
Are you saying that when you get off a conference call that you cannot smash puss?
I cannot. I could maybe move it around a little. Like a croquet ball. Just knock it around the yard. I can't smash it, you know. I can't. But you know Rod Serling.
Rod Serling came home.
You know Amanda Serling was a happy woman. And I'm not saying even though it was the 50s, it wasn't, or 60s or whatever the hell it was. There were dinosaurs outside the plane, so I don't know if it was. I bet she was an activated woman too. I bet she was not wearing a string of pearls in the kitchen and making him roast. I bet she designed jigsaw puzzles or wrote novels even.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're being very generous with made-up Amanda Serling.
It was the 50s, so you have to adjust for cultural inflation and say that would be pretty. You see Mad Men, you know how weird it is when a woman does something. The way it was back then. It's not my fault, but Rod Serling probably didn't put up with it. He probably came home and she was probably wrenching on the car, and he was like, "I wish that car was my dick." And then she was like, "Maybe it is." And he's like, "You're right, anything's possible." Fucking Rod Serling. That's probably where he got half his ideas, those weird sexual games that they would play. She'd tie him to the bed and go what if I had a pig face when you woke up? And he'd be like, "Fucking A, I'd come like a bucket." I gotta write this down. You know what, Amanda? Write it down for me. I'll put my name on it because, of course, we can't allow you to work in the industry. But your words will reach America.
Tonight, Rod, when you come home, I want you to imagine that my pussy is dinosaur land and that your dick is a lost 747.
Yes. Yes.
Careening headlong into the past.
Yeah. Submitted for your approval every night.
Yes. Submit it to me. Submit it to me.
I think I figured I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna put Sony out of my mind. I'm gonna go home tonight and I'm gonna get dressed up like Rod Serling and I'm gonna give it to Erin harder than she's ever gotten it. I'm gonna take up smoking again and get upset about fear of communism. I mean, we may have to cut the show short. I got a little diamond down here. Just thinking about it.
Really?
No, I just can't think of what to do next. Let's just let's.
I love that you refer to your hard penis as a little diamond.
I'm never gonna pretend I'm hung like a moose. That's not. You can tell from my work that I'm dealing with something.
You're hung like a window at Tiffany's.
It's sparkly. I make up for the lack of size with
the clarity. The clarity.
And you could use my dick to break into a house in a 70s heist movie.
So we get you so turned on, we just hold you up to a window and
then just turn me in a circle. Then James Caan just reaches through and opens the door. Thank you, Dan. You're welcome, James Caan. Sorry, I couldn't do it. I know your dick's too big, Mr. Caan. You don't have a little diamond. Heroes come in all sizes, Dan. Thank you, Mr. Caan.
But then he gets mad that you used his name in the robbery, then he has to kill you.
Yeah, stop breaking the fourth wall, Harmon. Sorry, Mr. Caan. Your character's name is Scorpius in this 70s heist movie.
Wouldn't you be worried, though, that in the third act, he finally realizes that instead of breaking in and stealing things, he should just be smuggling your dick? He should heist your diamond dick. And then you wake up and there's just a little note where your dick used to be. And it says, I got your dick, and it's just a picture of him on a speedboat.
Wait, did he leave the picture of him on a speedboat?
Yeah. So no, it's a picture, it's a Polaroid of him, and he's got like a big, giant briefcase full of money,
and the world's longest tripod. Is that like what?
Well, so he had someone he could afford with the money from the dick.
By the time you read this, I will have hired Julio to stand on the shore of Cabo San Lucas with a Polaroid camera, with instructions to mail this to you and place it on where your dick used to be.
And then kill himself because no loose ends.
No loose ends. That's the name of the movie. It's just the poster's just a picture of a diamond and like a high heel shoe. and like.
No, it should be a guy with a magnifying glass up to his dick, like an inspector using a.
Maybe call the movie Spoilers. I don't know.
Diamond dick. No.
I think that's something you want to discover in the movie. Let's not argue about it. We're having fun tonight.